Why would a seller temporarily take their house off the market? We're going to talk about it right now. When you're selling your house, there are different statuses that your home will be in during the duration of selling and while you're under contract and all the way to closing. The main statuses that your house will have will be active. Right when you list the home and until you've identified a buyer and gone under contract, you will have an active listing on the MLS. Once you have a buyer and they're in their inspection phase, you're under contract and the buyer's inspecting the home, the next status your home will experience is pending inspection. The home is sold pending inspection. Once the buyer has satisfied their inspection contingency, the home would move to a pending status, and then finally once the loan has come through and the house is closed, you would go into closed status. One status that is not talked about and not often used is temporarily off market. So there's active, there's closed, but there's also temporarily off market. Why in the world would someone want to be temporarily off market? This status is used by agents when they have an active listing, something has popped up and we don't want to completely pull it off the market. We still would like some market exposure, or at least to tip off the market that this house is still for sale and will be coming back on active soon. And we'd rather do this than completely pull the listing off. We could cancel the listing, which would be another status, but that signifies something a little bit different to the marketplace, which would be that for whatever reason we're not selling right now. Well, temporarily off market is identifying to the market that we do want to sell, we just have a situation we have to work through for a short period of time. So a couple weeks, if you need to deal with something, think of it like damage done to the house. A tree falls on the garage. Well, you might not want to be on market while you're fixing the garage. You also don't want several showings happening when the house isn't in optimal showing condition. In that scenario, you could go temporarily off market. If there were certain preparations you needed to do to your house and you as a seller chose not to do them, let's say you had purple paint all throughout the interior of your home and your real estate agent and your stager advised you, let's paint this, let's do something more neutral, and you just decided, hey, I don't have time, let's rock and roll, we're gonna sell this with purple paint. Well, once you have feedback that says, hey, all the buyers, they love the home, they love the area, but we can't stand the purple paint and it's causing us not to write an offer, you might choose to paint the house in order to answer the bell when it comes to that feedback, that negative feedback that you're getting. Well, painting a house takes 3, 4, 5 days if you have a professional doing that work. In that scenario, you might go temporarily off market, signifying, hey, we're still for sale, just give us a moment to adjust something, which is painting the walls, and then once those walls are painted, you have new photography, you come back on the market. Temporarily off market is a status that's not often used, but it can be helpful in those scenarios where you just have to deal with something quickly, and then you get back on the market and you get that property sold. I hope you found this helpful. We will catch you on the next video.